Alright, let's do this.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Nuevos Talentos podcast. Today I have Mz.Gatiz right here. She will be my guest. Maybe you could please talk in the mic.
Hey, what's up?
And
What's up with your girl Mz.Gatiz?
And I also have Mr. New York.
Yeah. What's going on?
Alright.
Brooklyn in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, guys. So we're going to start with the questions real quick. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're from Monterrey, ¿no?
No, I'm from Puebla.
Puebla, right?
Yes.
Pero vivieron también en Monterrey o...
No, I viajé a Monterrey to work with Chiquis Ra, which is an artist over there, yeah.
I know who she is.
Yeah, pero yo soy de Puebla, México.
De Puebla, México, ¿verdad? Okay, so ¿en qué año empezaste tú tu música? Like, in what year did you started your
¿En
music?
qué año empecé mi música? Oh, that's a good question. It was like around 2000, I want to say 2007, 8.
2000.
I was pretty young, yeah, I was pretty young.
What was the name of your first record that you recorded? Your first one.
My first song ever? It's not even up anymore. It used to be on MySpace back in the day. It was called Me, My Sister, and My Girl. And I did it with my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about like releasing it again, like putting it out there again, like maybe like?
I kind of do. I wanna go through my old because antes yo me grababa sola, and then I would like save them on a disc. Y tengo una caja llena of all the like the first songs I ever made. Pero esas canciones se quedaron ahí guardadas, you know. So I'm thinking about going through those files actually, and maybe like doing a CD of all my first songs. Although some of them were bad, but you know what I mean. But it's my first album ever, basically.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like when we're younger, like a veces like grabamos like you know, sometimes like we know where we come from, you know, sometimes like, you know, también mucha gente piensa que like dice, oh, nomás en Los Ángeles, no, también en New York, en México también, hay muchas cosas así que pasan y cosas así. Cosas privadas, que vamos a decir, cosas privadas. Sí, cosas así como estilo series. Pónganse a ver una serie, cabrones.
La de Narcos, ¿no?
Pónganse a ver El Señor de los Cielos. Alucines. That's not how it really is, man. People really think it's like all like easy and simple, but you know what I mean? Like
todo se toma su tiempo, you know?
That's true, yeah.
That's
It's like
fact,
when you're going up to the stairs, like cuando vas subiendo la escalera, like te puedes caer también, so tienes que tener mucho
be
cuidado.
careful how you walk, yeah.
Exactamente.
Yeah.
Ahora, siguiente pregunta. ¿Tu más reciente?
Mi más reciente
¿Tu
que...
más reciente música?
Música.
¿Tu canción o música?
Acabo de grabar unas rolas bien chingones en Los Ángeles, porque fui a Los Ángeles a grabar con mi equipo on the West Coast. So we did a few new tracks, and we recorded 11 songs.
11 songs?
11 songs, and just how many days was I in LA? Like
4, 5.
Yeah, 5 to 6 days I was there y grabamos 11 canciones de una, you know. So, en la neta no me sé los nombres de creo que ni uno.
Pero pues ya que salga se va a ver ahí en iTunes.
Yeah. Pero sí, mi más reciente canción que voy a sacar es Put It in the Air.
Put It in the Air.
This is coming. We decided, my producer decided to take it out for 420. Because it's called Put It in the Air, you know? So like, what better day, you know?
Right.
So that's featuring Young Quicks from Oxnard, California.
La canción, the song is about weed, or is it about
basically,
weed?
yeah.
So
it's about, that's why it's gonna come out for 20.
20, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna put it in the air, and basically that's what it's about, you know?
And may you introduce your producer?
Yes.
Is he not here, or?
No, he's not him out. This is my other producer. I have my West Coast producer, which is Eric Snipes from Hood Space Music.
Oh, you got somebody good.
Yeah.
You got somebody really known, like somebody that's really like.
You know, we're working.
Yeah.
That's my West Coast thing. You know, every time I go out there, he knows what's up. He takes me where I gotta go, get shit done. That's right. Come back with a whole bunch of material. You know.
That's right. Let's see the next question.
The next question.
Any of you want to ask a question to her? Any of you have any question about her? That's because we have.
Pregúnteme, aprovechen ahorita que estoy aquí,
For those of you who are hearing this, if you guys are not watching this, I also have, you know, a couple of more people out here that they're here in the studio with us. So that's why we're asking them if they have any questions or anything. That's cool, man.
Are you sure you don't want to ask me anything, Marina?
Okay, well, basically, not really so much about music, but how was it growing up out here in New York? I mean, that's really big.
That's a good question. You know, honestly, I love New York. Growing up here is ¿Cómo te puedo decir? For me, it was different, you know, because I was always taken care of by babysitters. My parents were always working. So me llevaban al parque, me llevaban a, you know, like to these places where you see a lot of Jews over here. I don't know if you guys realize now that you're in New York, there's a lot of Jews out here.
There's a lot of Jews out here.
I grew up in a Jewish neighborhood. So íbamos al parque, we would go to like those kind of neighborhoods. I grew up around a lot of ethnicities. Italianos, Rusos, de todo. So in school, I was friends with a whole bunch of people, like different ethnicities, you know. So I didn't really listen to Chicano rap or like music like that. I was into more like pop, like stuff like that, you know. And I would go to Mexico. I would come back and I would just like that kind of ambiente. So growing up over here is like I met de todas ethnicities. I learned to work because my parents came to the state to basically work their ass off desde que llegaron no han parado, you know. So they taught me how to work, they build a business up. They just mucha de mi familia vino de Puebla, Mexico, you know. So I grew up around a lot of familia. I grew up around a lot of Mexicans,
right,
you know,
right.
And yeah, it was pretty cool being from New York, from Brooklyn. You know, I got to see a lot of different things. But when I would go to Mexico, and I always wanted to go to LA. I was like, I want to go to LA so badly. Like, that was my dream. And when I went out there, it was just like in the movies. I saw the cholos with their socks up. It was like, I'm really in a fucking Cali movie, you know? So it's like so different to New York. But I love being from New York. Like, I feel like that's what made me who I am, you know?
I was reading about you that, like what you were telling me right now, that you're like, but I'm gonna ask you, like most people probably don't know, but para que sepan, what inspired you, who inspired you to actually like get into hip hop, into that rap music, like who inspired you? If you could.
Miss Sancha.
Miss Sancha?
Miss Sancha.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yo, I love Miss Sancha.
Right.
I was
La caballota.
I was a big Sancha fan. Like, and I know now, like, now that I'm older, I'm like, damn, I used to listen to that shit.
Yeah,
What's wrong with me? But damn, I loved it, you know?
Yeah, she got a couple of rough
So you guys grew up like listening to like Mr. Capone?
No,
like
but te
that?
digo, over here, I would just listen to pop, Britney Spears. I was a big pop person. Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. Like, I was into all that radio stuff, you know? And when I would go to Mexico, puras cumbias. We listen to this puras cumbias and like, you know, like that Spanish music.
Right.
So hip hop was never really a big part of me, you know, until I started growing up and I heard my cousin listening to Jay-Z. He's the first hip hop I actually heard in mi casa, you know. He was playing it and I was like, who is that? And it was la canción esta... Fuck, se me fue el nombre ahorita, but it was like one of his big hits, you know, and I was just so impacted by it que me quedé, wow, I really like, that's when I started listening a little more to hip hop. And then when I got on MySpace and I heard Miss Sancha, that's when I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, it was like, whoa. And then I heard Miss Crazy. Mero estaba también pegando Miss Crazy. So it's Miss Sancha, Miss Crazy, ¿quién más? And then I heard Divina from the other side of Cali.
Right.
Her singing, like, Trust No Bitch. No, that's E-Doll. ¿Cómo se llama? Dolly Girl.
Okay.
Trust No Bitch.
Yeah.
That one. Like, I started listening to all those, like, songs. And it was all through MySpace. On MySpace, I started meeting, like, Cali people.
Like Cali people.
Like, I started meeting the people that when I was little, I dreamed of meeting. I was like, wow, one day I want to go to Cali. And then it just slowly happened.
When the one that introduced me to you, like when I started listening to your music, was I'm not gonna say her real name, but on Instagram they call her Killer. You've been taking pictures of her.
My girl Brown? No way, that's my girl Brown. Shout out to my girl Lady
I
Brown.
met her
The Killer.
Lady Brown, yeah, Lady Brown.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Really?
Lady Brown. Yeah, like she actually was listening to it. So I used to have her on Facebook. And I
Okay.
started listening to your music like that, and I was like, oh, and then I started listening to Mr. New York right there. You can film him as well. If you can film him as well.
El otro estrella.
Yeah, Mr. New York right there. And
What's up, guys?
Mr.
How
New
you
York.
doing?
Yeah, but I started listening like that. Like I started listening, I'm like, hey, she really has that it's like East Coast mix, but with a little bit of West Coast. Like she has her own little unique, in my opinion, like her own little unique style. You know, like she knows, like she gets down like the song Lolo.
Yeah.
And then like cumbia también, cuando salieron con la cumbia, okay, that's something new. Like it should be in the radio, but why they don't play that in the radio?
Why did you play me on the
Why
radio?
they don't
Let's
play
ask
that in the
everybody
radio?
here.
Why they don't play that in the
Why?
radio. I'm like, why they don't give you guys like radio
I think
time?
todo su tiempo, you know,
Yeah.
like it's just.
It'll come.
I think I love that it's personal right now. That I actually know the people that listen to me. You know, like look, right now I'm meeting you. You know, like someone that heard my music that I would have never thought. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think everything comes with time. It's just on the radio we listen to the. It's like when I was little, te digo, la misma cosa that everybody was listening to. You know, that's
Like-
all they put on the radio.
Like some of your old music is new to me. Like some of your old music, like I never like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I did used to like I'm barely starting to listen to it, and it's like new to us. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like so sometimes when you record something like old, it might be new to. You might be like, I never heard this. It sounds pretty. You know, it sounds pretty.
Something different.
Sounds pretty different. It sounds pretty cool. Like wow, you're like that shit is like it's dope right there. You know, like.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah.
It's good that East Coast and West Coast are getting along, man. I like the Tupac and Biggie years, man.
Right?
I like the Tupac and Biggie years, man. It was crazy right
That's so
there.
true.
That was
and,
crazy.
And you're right. I guess me loving Cali so much as a chiquita and watching a lot of Chicano movies, because I did watch a lot of Chicano movies. And then being from New York, I guess eso como que se me fue, you know, I guess it started twisting around and making me, you know?
Sí. Well, también allá, fíjate que también like by Hollywood, hay mucho, remember we were talking about Jewish and all that, like there's a lot of Jewish and Russians, like it's crazy like how, el ambiente, that's what she was saying, like each time like you move to the Bronx, it starts changing. It starts changing, like
And
where,
yeah.
like in Brooklyn, también hay mucha gente piensa que no hay mexicanos, pero sí hay mexicanos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mexicans
There's a
here
lot.
in New York. Everybody tells me that, like, I didn't think there was a lot of Mexicans in New York.
Yeah,
like, what?
you know, like
You thought they were-
she was
girl,
wondering,
I
like, she
seriously
was
thought that we were gonna be the only two Mexicans walking in New York. I
No
swear.
way! Oh my goodness,
somos
girl.
un chingo.
Somos un
Yeah,
chingo en
un
paisas.
chingo, like también de Monterrey, Sinaloa, de Puebla.
Lo que más vas a encontrar aquí dos son de Puebla, México.
Ajá.
Más que nada. Ya de ahí vienen un poquito más estados del Distrito Federal, de Veracruz, you know, pero más que nada es poblanos lo que hay acá. We were actually like some of the first immigrants here.
Y de Morelos también, ¿no? Como de Morelos
Sí,
también.
Morelos.
Oh, ya Cuernavaca, Morelos,
Cuernavaca,
ya.
Morelos
Ujú.
también. Eso, fíjate, yo antes de decir algo, like, lo estudié, lo leí, lo miré.
You
antes de-
actually
you
went
know,
through
like,
the New
I
York
went through the
history.
thing, and I'm like, oh, they're like a lot of people. See, New York, they don't play the New York radio stations. They don't play. I don't know if it's still like that, but they didn't used to play that much West Coast. So over there they do play the East Coast stuff over there in the West
Yeah, I
Coast.
seen that.
You see what I mean?
That's
Like,
true, yeah, you're
when I was
right.
out there, they were playing East Coast music.
Yeah, like they
Yeah,
actually,
you're right, they're
para
That's a
este lado
fact,
casi
yeah.
no se oye. I mean, Tupac, you're obviously gonna hear Tupac everywhere. He was,
Yeah.
you know, Tupac, pero like casi no se
There's
oye.
other artists, and you know, you're right, because my producer over there would mention names from artists. Like, have you listened to this person? And I'm like, no. And I felt kind of stupid. I'm like, damn, who are all these
No,
people,
yeah.
you know? But you're right, it's because we don't listen to the West Coast artists, you know?
Don't,
It's like-
Blueface.
Blueface, I never heard of Blueface. See, and I'm from. And
don't even know who that
Cali,
is.
or was he?
He's from Cali, yeah.
I'm from Cali. I never heard of Blueface. She
You know
she
Blueface.
probably did. Yeah, I never heard of him before.
We heard him here a couple of times, but that's about it.
And that's another thing. I'm bad with names. So if I hear their music, I'm like, oh, okay, I know who that is. But, like, I'm not really good with names.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's more the rhythm.
Yeah, exactly. I always go, yeah.
Oh, that's
You
it.
know one thing now, you probably, maybe you agree with me, like sometimes, like we might only like one song from our artist or three songs from our artist, like no todas,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
not todas taking that big thing, like there is people that be saying like, oh, I like her old, come on, bro, you know you skip like 3 or 4 songs.
Yeah.
Don't be telling her.
Girl, we used to
Don't be
buy those
telling her.
CDs, like we would just
Me
skip to
too,
that
yeah.
2 main songs that were like the
Like-
hit, and the whole CD had a 14 songs.
When you used to play
That's a fact.
Gente, esta no me gusta.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Skip,
like this
skip,
one.
skip.
I don't like this one. Skip and skip. And you'd be like, oh, I like this one. This one is cool right here. So
And he's
this
one
is-
of the best
like, This is
artists.
real, you know. We're nothing
Yeah.
but real. Right? You're like, la verdad.
It's true, yeah. I think for every musician is like that. We all have our you know, good songs, and also like our more like the laid back songs, you know.
But so far, I like all your album. I like
Thank
all
you.
your- I'm not trying to like tell her like I'm more like no like don't let them let what I don't like it. I'll be like you know what I mean like no te
No, I appreciate you, thank you.
like no sé me gusta el estilo que tienes. Tienes ese estilo like como lo voy a decir like media chola pero classic chola. Classic chola, you know, like classic chola, like
I should make a song like that, classic chola.
Chicana, like Chicana rap.
That's
Yeah,
a nice
yeah.
title.
Chicana rap,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Nah.
Like,
It's called
Thank you.
Chicana rap.
Well, in here she changed it to New York Chicana. That's how they call her, the New York Chicana. Mz.Gatiz, the New York Chicana, and he's Mr. New York. So, they call us the New York. So that's pretty awesome right there. Like you guys have your own unique style.
Thank
and all that
you.
stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe one day I don't know. We'll talk about it when we'll go off air. We'll go off air right now.
Business talk later.
Yeah, that's true. Like, no por decir nada. Like, we always keep it. I know. Like, I seen you always keep it real with people too. Like, you always like.
Oh no, yeah.
Like tú like no te crees artista, pero si eres artista. Like we heard like you still will go to the hood and be like. Fool, you still be like, fool, like, I don't, you know what I mean, like.
That's how I grew up. I grew up in every ambiente, you know. Right. So it's like I could be the most ratchet, but I could be the most classy. You know what I mean? Like you have to know the place you're in. You know what I mean? You have to know cómo portarte en cada nivel. You know? And being an artist, sometimes I feel like maybe I gotta be a little more aggressive being an artist because I see me on Detroit, so like, oh, you're a little too like. Humble, you need to like be more agresiva or cobrarles or this or that. Me dicen, you know, like my producer be telling me stuff like that. I'm like, damn, but I guess it's not in me yet. You know, yo también lo hago por pasión. You know, it's just I'm more laid back with myself. You know, like you said, I know how to act appropriately, pero pues I just feel like maybe people think like, oh, she's a little soft sometimes. You know.
Well, it's not soft like. Maybe I see it like, maybe like you're like, pero sí, like ya cuando like tiene que cobrar uno por su talento, you know, like, you know, like tienes, no, because you know, there's too many crowded de que te pueden hasta pachurrar, hasta te pueden lastimar. It's not because you're trying to be like mean or anything like that. It's just that like, damn, like me pueden hay mucho, remember the Beatles, what happened to that dude, like hay muchos fans like medio loquillos, like medio.
Oye, Selena, ¿ves lo que le pasó con
Selena? Like con lo que le pasó. Yeah, like I really appreciate like you're nice, like I really appreciate both of you, like you guys are like humble and everything, pero yo digo que like, you know what I mean, like it's like me, like I don't think I'm all like that either, but some people be saying, oh no, talento is gonna, I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm all like, I just make that face like, okay, that's cool.
As long as you know who you are.
That's cool. Like I don't want people, don't be telling people like, oh, I'm from this and that. Like I don't want to be like a show. Like if they know, if they don't, then that's fine. You know what I mean? Like like ya solito, ¿cómo se dice? Solito corre el agua solito. Solito. Ya después al rato van a decir, oh, mira, ahí viene Mz.Gatiz, ahí viene Mr. New York.
Damn it, I should have taken that feet.
You know, like, por eso ahorita aproveché, porque... No, sí me hizo un parote, I really
you know, I appreciate you coming and taking your time to, you know, to even acknowledge me, you know, honestly. I appreciate all of you.
I learned from my past podcasts, I learned to study the artist instead of just talking out of my, I'm gonna say straight up, just talking out of my ass. Yeah. Like, asking them questions, they'd be like, what is this fool asking me? Like, what's wrong with this? He's weird. Yeah. Like, what is he asking? Like, you know what I mean? Like, como like, I think, like, what's gonna come out, I'm gonna say it straight up, when Fanny was doing it, she was talking more about love instead of music. Like you gotta show interest on the guests. Like, it's like when you bring them to your house and you mistreat them. Like you don't treat them with respect. Like, okay, he invite me just for this. Like, why you're like, if you don't like me, then why you invite me? Yeah. You know, like why you invite me to your show? Like, I seen some rappers done it before. Okay, if you invite me to touch, I'm gonna walk out. You know, I seen that before on a lot of radio stations. You know, like if you don't like me, I'm gonna walk out. Why you invite me then? If you're gonna talk shit, like we're here to have fun.
That sounds like some como hacen el radio station Hot 97. Ves que luego se pasan and they just walk out like fuck it. They like, each other out on the radio. I think it happened
to Big Bird también. When they start talking about him and then he just walked out. Like he's like, why you brought me in here if you're gonna be talking like?
Don't worry, guys, I'm not gonna walk out.
Nah, but we're actually being cool. Like, you know,
I appreciate you guys.
Once he releases his podcast, either way, you're gonna have a lot of more Californians listening to their music. You know,
shout out to the West Coast.
Well, she already does though. Like, she already has fans. Like, trust me. Like there's people that know about you over there.
Yeah.
There's people that know about you. Pero I'm you know, you're ready.
Poquito todo su tiempo, you know, poquito.
To me, you already made it. To me, you already made it. To me, but you want more.
Exactly. There's more to accomplish, you know, there's a lot more.
So let's say the first step I already got interviews, I already got people knowing me, like someone already knowing me, I already did music videos. Now it's time to go to the next level. I try to see if I could go, to maybe Hollywood, maybe get a Grammy. I don't know. Maybe get an Oscar. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, no, Oscar's just for actors. Actors for Oscar. Like a Grammy. You know what I mean? Like a music Grammy. You know what I mean?
Una cachetada como la de Will Smith.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't want to go to Oscars.
We need to mention that about Will Smith.
Oh my God! Yo, do you think that was staged?
No.
You don't think that was staged?
No, ¿viste cómo le dejó bien rojo el cachete?
Pero, y eso que fue una cachetada was not a closed fist.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
was actually a slap, right?
Hey, pero yo no miré muy bien qué fue lo que pasó ahí. Like, yo nomás supe que le dio la cachetada, pero no sé por qué. Like,
Pues porque estaba, he made a rap, I didn't, to be honest, I didn't even understand the joke.
He made a bad comment.
Something about Mary Jane.
It was
no,
a
he
joke,
made a bad comment about his wife.
Le llegó donde sí le dolió.
Yeah,
le llegó donde sí le dolió.
Pero eso se encabronó. That's why there's so many memes out there right now. Like, oh, you're defending the wife. I'm like, damn, but at the end of the day, that was his wife. You know, I think that's a man's job to protect his woman, whether or not. Because si ya la perdonaste, it's because you chose to perdonarla. Now you're gonna defend her. You know what I mean? So I think he did the right thing at the end of the day.
I know we said no personal, but I already forgot my baby mama, so you know. Me paso de chorizo. Yo neta que me paso de. We're checking the time. All right, pues so.
What's the next question?
The next question before we end this, because luego me van a cortar.
Okay.
All right, next question. Okay, the next question is, when is your album? You already said 420, right? It's gonna be released, right?
The next music video and song, yes.
So it's a music video.
Yes.
What about the full album? Are you gonna release a full album?
No, right now I think I released a full album. Well, actually, not even a full album. I released an EP a few months ago, yeah, and it's called Back in Cali. Right now, we're working more on just releasing singles, music videos, just working on that right now.
And where can they find your material?
On YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram, basically. You can find my material at YouTube, Spotify, or Instagram, or Apple Music. Basically everywhere. Just Google me, Mz.Gatiz.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming. It was a nice interview here. Like it's gonna be dope, man. I can't wait to upload it on. We agree on April 10th. On April 10th.
April 10th? Okay, cool.
It's a Sunday, right? Yeah, on April